let's do all we can do to bring some creative movements into our practice. And as you find your way into your seat, just give yourself a little lift by moving the meaty muscle mass of your sitting bones and find yourself lifted through the crown of your head. And just bring in a soft breath, one that you recognize, nothing extraordinary, just something that feels like it fits within the inhale and the exhale. And relax your jaw. Release any tension in your legs, especially at this point. And bring the width of your breath to the sides of your body. And as we find ourselves in a little bit of stillness and quiet in the mind, don't be surprised if the mind will wander. That's what it does. That in itself lends to creation, creativity, and understanding that we can create our own environment, our own thought processes. We can choose what it is we want to feel and how to get there. And just let the eyes flicker open. I'm going to start our practice with a seated V-sit. So go ahead and take your legs out wide, okay, and just draw them away. You don't have to straighten them. If they're straight, great. If they're not, you need a little bend. If you need to put your blocks under your knees, that's okay. Whatever can keep you lifted. Okay, we'll take the arms and extend them out to either side. And then we'll take the left arm and lift it up and bring the right arm down and just create this big, wide, grande reach upwards. Have a look up. And then switch sides. Just going to take it all the way over to the other side and look up. Okay, think about the openness that we can create today. How can you create openness through your body, understanding it? Come back to center. We'll do that again, cross over. But this time you're going to take the arm and sweep it in front of you, sweep it across you, find the inside of your leg and reach towards it. Okay, open up through the side body, the center of your belly. Good, now take your elbow and lift it up. Reach up again. And then come back to tall body. And we'll do that the other way. Reach up, okay, reach over, find the inside of your leg, reach for that. Okay, pause here. Inhale. Take the elbow, scoop it up again, open up. We'll do this one more time. And as we find the openness in the back of the body, where else can we find openness? Through maybe the back of the leg, okay, in the back of the neck, in the upper arm, bend the elbow, slide the body up, up, up again. Good, and then come on over to the other side. Reach for the inner thigh, inner ankle, inner leg. Good, and then take the elbow and scoop it up again. Okay, come back to seated. You're just going to drag your feet in, bring them onto the ground, okay, and then take yourself back, lift the chest, and we're going to just kind of swing to open the hips up. So take the legs over to one side. Okay, so internal rotation with the one leg, external with the other leg, and then back to center, and then come on over to the other side. And then back to center and over. And then one more time, come on over. And back all the way up. Okay, and then from here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So we'll come back to the earth with our hands wide, our knees under the hips. And this time we're going to take the back into the cat and cow. So moving the body through cat and cow and placing the shoulders away from the ears, lifting up the lower spine especially. Okay, this is just such a beautiful way to kind of open up and free the hips, free the belly, free the spine. And then just pause here. Take the front leg, extend it, okay? And then catch the mat with the ball of your foot. Push the foot away and really feel the stretch in the hamstring and in the calf here. Okay, take a breath in, exhale. Good. Slide the body forward and then just switch sides. Take the heel to the back of the room. You're going to push the heel away. Feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Nice. And then bring the knee under the hip. Just pause here. Take the hands to the top of your mat. Drop to your elbows. Drop to your head. Interlace your fingers here. And then push down onto the forearms. So feel yourself really grounded into the forearms, right through the triceps, right through the upper body, with the toes curled under. We're going to lift the hips up and come into dolphin pose here. So releasing the back of the legs now a little deeper by pedaling the heels in this posture. Okay, feeling the back of your legs, the hips, the hamstrings. Beautiful. And then just pause here, breathe, inhale, exhale. Nice. And then from here, we'll draw the body back onto the knees again. As you make your way up, 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 slide your hands to your knees. Okay, and then just roll up onto the balls of your feet and pause here. So it's almost like you're in this little perch. Okay, so you're going to stay here for a breath. If you want to take one hand to the heart and lift the head to the shoulders, that works too. Relax the face. Okay, and then from here, you're going to take both fingers to back down. Walk your way forward and notice how the body moves. Now you want to think, I'm going to come up here, but we're going to get here really slowly. Okay, so we'll know the pose as we move up. We're going to take it through ragdoll. So tuck the chin in and then push into the feet to lift the legs up, but try to keep the head and shoulders low and let the arms just hang here. So in ragdoll, we literally just kind of hang like a ragdoll. The spine is long, the arms are long. Inhale, exhale. And as we stack the vertebrae, roll up from the tailbone. So start to tuck the tailbone in as you now bring the belly to the belly button. And now the belly button is exposed. And then the chest. And then the shoulders. And the last thing that comes up is your head on the pedestal of your spine. In Tadasana, the hands will drip down now. And can you feel kind of that unwinding of the spine? Inhale the arms up, okay? Bring yourself into a tall mountain. Bring your hands together and then sink into a seat, Uttanasana. So you're going to find your way into that beautiful chair, and the length of the spine remains intact as you bring your arms behind you, reach to the back of your room. And then from here, just dip down into the hips. Take the arms, swing them forward. Stay in the legs. Stay in the legs as you push yourself back up into tall mountain. Bring your hands back to heart center. Okay, so very slow motion here. Drop down into the hips again. Keep the chest lifted. Bring the arms back again. Reach to the back of the room. Okay, stay in the legs and then push into the legs to lift yourself up again. Nice. We're going to add on to this and we're going to just change it a little bit, getting a little creative in our chair pose. Take that seat again. Now take the left arm outside of the right leg and then take the right arm and open it up. Okay, so you've got a twist through the lower spine and an opening through the chest. And if you looked over, you could see your thumb there. Okay, keep the right arm wide open. As you take your left arm, open it up to the back again. Send your heart forward again. Remember this, we were just here. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves to scoop down to lift up again. And then sink back into chair or intense pose. Okay, and now the right arm to the outside of the left leg. Open up the arm, reach through the heart as you extend the arm. Look in that direction. Good. And then take the right arm, slide it back, both arms behind you once again, and then scoop down to scoop up again. Nice. And then bring your hands to heart center. Okay, pause here for a breath. As you exhale and roll yourself back down again, bring your fingertips to the ground. Pause here.
And now walk your way forward, forward, forward as you come into your first downward facing dog. Okay, you can use your blocks if you like, but push down onto the heels. Okay, and then push your fingertips all the way up into the spine. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. And then from here, we're going to take the body forward into a long plank, high or low onto the knees. Okay, find yourself in a long position. Wherever you are, drop to your knees, send your hips to your heels now, and come into a modified child's pose. From the earth, we're going to grow. Okay, so we're going to find our way into a balanced posture on the ground that we often do standing. So let's start what that looks like. Roll yourself back forward, come back onto that modified plank with the knees on the ground. Take your left leg, kickstand it out, and then turn the body and come into a side plank. Okay, so just feel yourself lifted. The bottom hip working hard to keep the torso lifted and in control. Stay here for a breath. Good. Look down at your mat. Take the hand, bring it back down, and then come back into that modified plank. Take the hips to the heels, come back into modified child's pose. Relax the head to the earth. Take a breath in here. Exhale. And then slide yourself back again. Okay, again, just preparing us. Take your right leg out, slide your weight to the right, and then come into a side plank here. Okay, once again, thinking about that beautiful lift from the bottom up, 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 up. Just again, preparing ourselves. Stay here for another breath. Exhale. Nice. Look down at your mat. Bring your hand back to the earth. Come back into that modified plank. And now bend your elbows. Scoop yourself down and come into cobra. Okay, so the hips are pushing down into the ground. We're just going to kind of pump the spine here. Okay, so just lift and lower. Feel the rib cage float up and away. A little bit of tricep work here, not tons. I'm not really pushing down too hard on the hands, but I'm literally kind of pumping the spine, giving it all the beautiful fluid down through the communication channel of the body. Good. The next time you're up, stay on the knees, push up in reverse push up. Send the hips to heels, but as you come up now, inhale and come into a kneeling mountain. And then bring your hands to your hips, shift your weight to your right, send the left foot forward. Okay, so we're in a low lunge here. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. Nice. Bring your fingertips to either side of your foot. You can use your blocks if you like here. And then curl the back toe under, lift the knee, come into a lunge. Okay, and then from here, toe heel the left foot out a little bit, walk up the front leg, bring the rib cage back, feel the stretch through the hip flexor, and bring the arms up, up, up into high lunge. Good, and then from here, just take the arms to goddess. Open yourself up here. Inhale, exhale. Okay, let's see how we can be creative with our lunge and goddess arms. Take the right elbow, bring it to the inside of the thigh. Keep the elbow there. And now take the back hand, the left hand, bring it down, maybe onto your buttock, maybe onto your back thigh, but lift the arm up and work with balance and strength here as you create this beautiful extended lunge. And you really sense the opening through that right hip. Beautiful. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. Nice. Let the arms float themselves back into goddess. Take the heart back into center. Good. Bring the hands and frame the foot again. Come back into that lunge. Now drop the back knee and then move the knee past the toe as we open up in here in Anjali Mudra. Hands come to the heart center. We lean back and open up. If you'd like to extend your arms all the way up, you go for it. Okay, whatever's here, take it. Okay, feel the openness that's created here when you just let go, even in the stillness.
Good. And then bring the knee back over the ankle. Bring your hands to frame your foot again. Okay? Curl the back toe under. Lift the knee off the ground. Now you're going to take that front leg. If you're using your blocks, you can move them up. And you're going to take your hands to the ground and then bring that front leg back into downward facing dog. Okay, now I'm using my blocks in this downward facing dog. You don't have to. Whatever works for you. Stay here for a breath. Nice, and now bring the body back over into a high plank. Drop to your knees. Bring your hands under your shoulders if you're on your blocks. Bend the elbows, scoop down, scoop back up to cobra. Okay, and once you're here, let's pump the spine. Just little pumps. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just a couple more times. Nice. And then from here, stay on the knees. Push up in reverse push up. Okay, walk your hands to your heels again, to your knees. Inhale, rise up. Okay, we were just here. Now we're going to the other side. Bring your hands to your hips. Shift your weight to your left. And now bring your right foot forward. Okay, and then from here, we're going to frame the foot again to come back into a lunge. Curl the back toe under. Lift the knee off the ground. You may want to toe heel your right foot out to the side. Okay, lift through the head and shoulders. Stay here for a breath. Okay, and then from here, we'll walk up the leg again. Find the strength in the length in the legs, and then come high lunge. Arms reach up. And then open the arms to goddess. And now take the left elbow forward, the right elbow back as you come into a high twisted lunge with goddess arms. Okay, let's get creative. Right arm comes back either to the thigh or to the top of the hip. And then the left arm comes up as you take that stretch and reach. Wow, take a breath in here. Exhale. Nice. And then come back into your goddess arms. There they are. Take the heart forward again. Reach forward to frame the foot again. And then drop the back knee. Right. And now you're going to take the knee past the toe again on this side and lift up. Bring your hands to heart center and lean back. Okay. If you'd like to take the arms all the way up, you go right ahead. Breath in. Nice. And then bring yourself back. So the knee is over the ankle. The hands come back to the heart. Draw your hands to either side of the foot. Okay. And then you're going to use your blocks or your hands to lift the back leg and then swing back to downward facing dog again. Pedal your heels here. Okay. Create space. Nice. And then from here, we'll bend the knees and look forward. And now you can walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Okay, hands to your thighs. Take the belly, roll it up, 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 and then come back into that tall mountain. Good. And then draw your hands to heart center again. Nice. And then tuck your chin in. And then take your chest back to your rib cage. And then take your rib cage down to your belly and let the hands float down. Come back into that ragdoll position as you feel the gravity calling the spine. Okay, your hands touch the earth. If they can, bend your knees. Let the spine be long. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. And let's stack the vertebrae again. The tailbone will come under. The sacrum will tuck under. The lower spine will start to lengthen as you stack the rib cage over the hips, the shoulders over the hips, the heart above the hips, hands to either side as the head finds its way back into the pedestal of the spine. Take the hands to heart center and pause here. Okay, and in this moment of stillness, as the mind wanders, because that's what it will do, okay, just see if you can find the space in between where there's stillness in the thoughts, just like the body. Release the arms, okay? Give yourself a little shake, yeah? And we're gonna come into a drink. So if you have your water, please drink it. It's really important to stay hydrated. As we come into our balance pose, okay, we're gonna find our way into what we do is half moon pose standing, but we're gonna take half moon pose today and take it off the ground, okay? So half moon is usually this long standing posture, right? We're gonna do that one, but on the ground. So we're gonna get there through some balance. So bring yourself to the top of your mat. Okay, bring your hands to heart center. Good. And as you take a seat, keep the chin lifted. Keep the heart lifted. You're going to fire up through the left leg and pick up the right heel. Now you can stay with the toe on the ground and drag it back, or, okay, you can work a little bit of balance and lift the knee and then lengthen the leg behind you and just come into a bit of a dash. Okay, so it's like a diagonal line with your body. Okay, so the toe is lifted or down. Okay, regardless, we're going to move a little bit through the hip. So you're going to lift the leg and then lower it. Okay, lift and lower. Okay, if this is feeling okay for you, if this is the kind of balance that works and you're good with it, stay with it. If you want to tip forward a little more and come into what feels like a warrior 3 balance pose, you go right ahead, but you have lots of options there. Okay, and then the next time the toe is on the ground, keep it there. Okay, bend the front knee and start to come down onto that back knee. Okay, so we're coming into the start of our posture. Okay, so from here, you're going to keep that right knee on the ground. Take the right arm and bring it on the ground. Okay, so we feel like we've got this set up where we're well ready to go. So right knee on the ground, right hand on the ground. You're going to stay there. Okay, now kickstand that right foot out, and you're going to take that left leg and slide it over, and feel like you're coming into that side plank again. Okay, now from here, you can move that that right arm about 45 degrees so that the shoulder, elbow, and hand are all kind of lined up. So here we have that left leg lifted. You can stay here. Now take your left hand on your hip and literally move the hips so they're stacked on top of each other. Okay, so from here, you can stay here to what is now more of a kneeling half moon. Okay, the plank would have the knee a little further away. If you like, you can bend the top knee. You can reach back and find the top of your foot, okay? And then kick the shin away and open up into candy cane. Do your best to keep the knee lifted, okay? Stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale. Nice, and then slowly release the leg from the hand from the foot. Come back, lift, look down at your mat. Okay, bring your hand to the inside of the mat, turn the body to frame the mat, and then take that left leg, swing it around and bring it forward. And we start where we ended, or we end where we started with the foot on the ground. Okay, in that low kind of kneeling lunge. Okay, and then from here for more balance, curl the back toe under, lift the knee, step in. Okay, and then shake it up. Okay, so just a neat way into getting into our posture of kneeling half moon. We're going to go to the other side now. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, stay here for a breath. Inhale, nice, hands come back to heart center, and then you're going to take that little seat here. Okay, now push into the right, pick up the left heel. You can drag that toe back as you lean forward, or you can start with that toe lifted. And then once again, all you're going to do is tap and lift. Tap and lift. Trying to keep the hips square. And if you want to move this into more of a warrior 3 movement,
where your spine is kind of parallel to the ground. Now that tap and lift becomes pretty far, pretty long, okay? Doesn't matter where you go, just go to what you can do, okay? And then the next time the toe is on the ground here, bend it, drop the toe, lift up, and drop to the back knee. Nice. Now hands come to frame the foot again. Now it's the left side. Again, so the hands are on the inside. Now it's the left side, okay, that's going to take the movement. So you're going to take your left hand under your shoulder, lean to it, and then swing your right leg back, kickstand the left foot, and come into what feels like that side plank again. But the knee is pretty much under the hip here. Take your right hand to the top of your right hip and literally move it so that the chest lifts upwards and you come into this long, beautiful line through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Okay, option here if you want to bend the leg and reach back for the top of the foot, okay, and then lift. You can come a little wider in the front body, okay, wherever you are, exactly where you should be. Stay here for a breath. Exhale. Nice. Just release that top leg, come back, look down at your mat, hand comes back down again, frame your body to the mat, then you take that big long right leg, swing it through, reach up, come back into the lunge, lift the back knee, step in, inhale, lift. Beautiful work there. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Come through a flow now. Inhale and lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Hands to the ground. Take your walk step or jump back into high or low push-up. Okay, bend the knee, scoop down, scoop up, come into cobra. Stay on the knees, push up in reverse push-up. Go ahead and sit the hips to the heels on your way up to downward facing dog. Pedal the heels here. Okay. And then from here, we'll bend the knees, lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Take that long stretch. You can bend the knee and stack the hips here if you like, or just stay in that long lift. And then bring the knees together. Look forward. It is your left foot that comes forward now, back into that lunge. Okay, from here, we're going to transition. Drop the back heel as you float yourself up again. Now we find ourselves in warrior two legs. Okay, the back foot parallel to the end of the mat, front knee over the ankle. Take the arms to second warrior. Good, stay here for a breath. Exhale. Nice, now take the left elbow to the thigh as you lift the arm up, maybe finding some more space and dropping deeper into the legs. Okay, so here's where we're going to get a little creative in our second warrior. Okay, because we have the foundation, the legs are completely tuned in. Take that top arm, reach up, bring both arms up and lift. Okay, now from here, come into a beautiful sun warrior, lift up. Okay, and then possibly come over with both arms and test the torso here. And now go to what you feel you'd like to go to. You can come back to second warrior. You can have both arms lifted. You can find the sun. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Find whatever feels like your body's calling you to do. And don't let me be your guide. You guide your body. And know that it is with that strong foundation that allows you to leap off and be creative. Okay, just go ahead and find your next posture. And when you're ready, come back to second warrior arms. Ooh. Exhale. Nice. Release the arms, extend the front leg, and bring both toes forward as you come into a wide angle forward fold. Ooh, remember this? Let the body float down. Let the shoulders find their way back to the earth. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Okay, and then from here, we'll bend the knees, and you're going to walk to the back of your mat. Okay, back of your mat into a lunge here. And then we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So bend the back knee, slide yourself back into downward facing dog. Pedal your heels again. We'll take the right leg now up to three-legged dog. If you want to bend your knee and stack your hips, you go right ahead. And then from here, bring the knees together. Okay, look forward and then bring that right leg forward into a lunge on this side. And then we're going to drop the back heel. And then we're going to make our way back up to second warrior legs on this side. So we just got a little bit creative, revolving around the mat. When you're ready, take the arms, slide yourself down. Whew. Okay, find that length through the spine, but more importantly, find the foundation you know in your legs. Okay, when you know where you come from, you can find ways to bring yourself into a different perspective, coming into a beautiful side angle pose. I'm going to drop into my legs a little more. I want to stay in the legs. Good, and then from here, lift up, up, up. Bring both arms up. Okay, look at how many options you have. And then the sun, reach up. Okay, and now float to what you feel like your body is capable of today. Be creative in its movement, in what it needs to feel, in where it needs to feel it. And as long as your foundation is built, as long as we know we can start from a place of confidence, a place of knowing that we are who we are, okay, this becomes powerful in creation. Finish your next movement and then float back to second warrior. Inhale, exhale. Release the arms, okay, lengthen the front leg. Bring both toes forward again. And we take that forward fold one more time. Oh, all the way down, all the way down. Let the head and shoulders float down. Inhale here. Exhale. Nice. And then from here, we'll bend the knees. You're going to take the right knee down and back, and then the left. Knees apart, toes together. Slide the hips back, and now come into a full out child's pose. Head floats down. We find rest here. Okay, and as your body rests in stillness, for sure the mind's going to wander. It's okay, just let it. Be the observer, be the witness. And just know that there's no end to creativity. Okay, it just doesn't stop and start. The more creative we are, the more we have. Nice. And then slowly bring the body up, up, up. Take your time. Take your time. Okay. And then just tuck your knees in. Sit your hips on your heels and just come into seated. Reset your spine. We're just going to take a gentle twist up here. Okay. Take your arms, bring them over to one side and breathe. And then switch sides. Just take a twist up here and breathe. Nice. And then float back to center. Okay. From here, we're going to come back into that wide V sit. So you're going to come back into the legs being long, okay, like we did at the beginning of the practice. And we're going to kind of find the sitting bones again. Take the arms out again. Remember this, we're going to go right back to it. Take the one arm, reach it up, and then reach towards the inside of the foot, maybe the toes, doesn't matter, tuck the chin in. Okay, scoop the body forward all the way back and lift up to the other side. And then reach to the inside of the foot, maybe the toes, tuck the chin in, and then scoop back up again. Lift up. Okay, now you're going to do this in your own time. So maybe that scooping forward is really where you want to go. I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just sweeping the arms from side to side. Okay, kind of like a Tai Chi movement where you're watching the arms at the same time. Look at the foundation, big, long hamstrings finding their way through, increasing the movement to increase the flexibility, the mobility of the spine. Okay, and the next time you come into a lift, stay there. Take the palms, reach them forward, tip forward, tip forward, tip forward. Let the hands float in front of you. Tuck the chin in and pause. Inhale, exhale. And then slowly float your way back up, up, up. Okay, take the legs together. Okay, pause here. Take one knee into the body, pause here, lift nice and tall. Extend that bottom leg and then cross over with the other leg. If this feels good, okay, and you're not lifting both sitting bones, you could stay here. Otherwise, you can take that bottom leg, swing it under, okay, and come into cross legs with the twist. Opposite hand to the front of the knee. Inhale and lift. Fingertips come back. Reach up through the crown of your head. And we inhale, lift. Exhale, take the twist. Okay, so find your way and just kind of inch that back shoulder back slightly and lift your chin to look. Okay, when you inhale, give yourself some space in your belly. Okay, stay here for a breath. Exhale. Okay, calm it down. Okay, head comes over first, then the shoulders, then the rib cage. You're just going to take that top leg, bring it forward, meet up with the bottom leg, come into bound angle pose. Okay, grab the bottoms of your feet if you need to, and just let the legs butterfly. Okay, we're going to come into the other side. Just remember, one side's different than the other, right? Extend the other leg, cross over. Okay, if that feels good and you've got some security there and you want to twist from here, you go right ahead. Otherwise, you can take that bottom leg, swing it under, okay, and just make sure you can try to get your foot on the ground. Opposite hand to the front of the knee, lift up. Use that as a prop. Okay, yeah, you got it. And then lift up, Monique. Fingertips come back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Every time you exhale, try to bring the belly button to the spine. Give yourself that ability to empty out so you can fill up again. And keep your chin lifted to look back and coax that back shoulder back just a tiny bit. Good. And then bring your head first, and then the shoulders, then the hips. Release that. Remember this? Okay, now you're going to come back into those wide legs, feet down, hands behind you, and I'll drop your knees and just hold that there, but lift the chest. Breathe here. Exhale. And then come back to center. All right, and then come over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. And then come back to center. Okay, we're just going to take the body into length now. Okay, so bring your feet on the earth, your head up nice and tall. Okay, and then we're going to just kind of roll down a tiny bit, hold here, and then pick yourself up, roll up, lift through the chest, lengthen the spine. And then do this a couple of times. So think seated or kind of a half cat and cow. Okay, using the core to get you there, round the spine, tuck the chin in, pick up the heart and head, and then do that one more time. Good. And then back up again.
Okay, now when you come back, tuck the chin in, tuck the chin in. Take your right knee with you. Slowly roll yourself down, down, down. Bring the chin and the knee together. Hold here, wind relieving pose, but release the head and shoulders back to the ground. Nice. And then just switch sides. Take the other knee into the chest, lengthen that bottom leg. If you want to roll the head and chin in, go ahead. But eventually you're going to let go. Let the head and shoulders come back down. Nice. Bring the foot on the ground. Okay, bring both feet on the ground. Let's take a stretch for the front body and remember how strong our back bodies are. Push into the feet, lift up, come into a little mini bridge here. And then slide the legs back down again. And do that one more time. Just lift up and then come back down again. Okay, lengthen the legs, lengthen the legs. Give your legs a little shake. Good. Okay, and then release and come into your comfortable posture to rest as we move into Shavasana.